Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to do a COUNTIF and COUNTIFS calculation in Excel. Uh, Before diving into the practical example, just want to explain the common differences between COUNTIF and COUNTIFS formula. So COUNTIFs is used to calculate the number of values based on single condition or a cell, whereas COUNTIFs are used to calculate number of values based on multiple conditions. To explain this, I have a data set which has four columns: transaction ID, amount, deal closed by, and mode of payment. I have two tasks. The first one is I have to find the number of values. I have to find the number of leads closed by each salesperson. The second task is I have to find uh, the number of online and offline mode payment which are against each salesperson. You got it right. So for the first task, that is to find the number of leads against each salesperson, I have to use a COUNTIF formula. So how to do this? Simple. Go to the cell, type equal to, and COUNTIF. Inside the bracket you have to add the range and the criteria for that range. The range you have to select is the column which has the salesperson name, that is C2 to C20, and the criteria is Naman, because I have to find how many Naman is present in this particular column, right? So that's why I selected this cell. So after entering the formula, click enter. The number of values will be showed up here. So to calculate the to calculate the same equation to the corresponding rows, you have to click the plus icon at the right corner of the cell, double click it, it will be copied to all the cell. And for the second task, I have to find number of online payment done against Naman. So how to do this? For calculating this scenario, for finding number for this scenario, you have to use the COUNTIFs formula. So how to do this? Go to the cell, type count equal to COUNTIFs. You have to select the first criteria range, uh, that is C2 to C20, and the range one is, sorry, the criteria one is Aman, and the second criteria range is D20, D2 to D20, and the second criteria is online. Here you have to lock this second criteria, because I'm going to copy the same formula to the next rows. If I'm not locking the cells, instead of h1 it will show us h2, h3, h4, h4, h5, etc. for the next cells. So to avoid that, I have to lock the cell. How you lock the cell? Simple. Add a dollar sign before h and after h, and close the bracket and click enter. So easy. So to copy this same formula to all the rows, you can simply click the plus icon at the corner. See. Similarly for offline, do a COUNTIFs calculation. Criteria range one is C2 to C20. Range one is, sorry, criteria one is Naman. Criteria range two is D2 to D20. Criteria range criteria two is offline. Similarly, you have to lock I the criteria two as well. Click enter. Simple. So this is how you have to use the COUNTIF and COUNTIFs calculation. Similarly, you can use, uh, for example, I have to find number of deal number of transaction above 30K. I have to find the number of values which has above 3000 rupees transaction against each salesman. So how to do this? Simple. COUNTIF. The first range is C2 to C20, and the criteria one is Naman, and the second criteria range is amount, second criteria is, in this amount column, I want to calculate the transaction which has above 30,000. Can simply do this and close it. See, simply copy this. Simple. You can even check manually like which transaction for Crook has above 30,000. Check for Crook, add a filter, simple to select Crook. You see, there is only one transaction which has above 30, and it is showing the same. So this is how you have to use COUNTIF and COUNTIFs calculation. Just let me know if this video is useful for you.